Dear diarrhea, diarrhea full of shit. Just play along, me, myself, and I. No one else. Yo, I'm so legit. I was paying homage to the porcelain god this morning, taking my morning shit, and I was opening some mail because I'm a multitasker. Never get up, yo. But I guess Jeremy Meeks, that criminal who had a, sexy mugshot, and he's got those magic eyes. And I looked it up. I don't know if it's true or not because, the internet, has, it's got a lot of good things, but you have to develop the skill to discern bullshit because you can find a lot of information and do a lot of research, but you will also find irrefutable proof, facts, and evidence that the earth is flat and the moon is made out of cheese. So, everything has a flip side. And human beings, the ultimate, flip side, that have the ultimate flip side, are running the internet. They built it. It built itself. So, scammers and whatnot on the internet, it's easy. People are drawn to it, low-life scumbags because of the opportunity, as well as just people in general. They'll put shit out there just to troll, like, oh, I'll make a UFO video or whatever, just to be fucking stupid. So there's a lot of bullshit on the internet. But there's, facts that can be found. It's just you need to be able to, discern what seems reasonable and what's not. And, at the end of the day, you need to understand that nobody really knows what anything really is anyway. But I guess he beat up like a 12-year-old or some shit like that, or I don't know. Wow. Yeah. But anyway, Mr. Gorilla makes fun of him every now and then. He'll bring him up, and he always mentions him, like, the honorable, modern day philosopher, deep thinker, and poet, Jeremy Meeks, because he was just a shitbag, who happens to look excruciatingly handsome in the eyes of a lot of broads. And I've seen his wife look the same way. She had pretty eyes, and his son looks just like him, got them fucking eyes, like I say, he's going to grow up to be a lady killer, as they say. And I remember talking about that, the self-feeding. There's actually a word for it. Mr. Gorilla talks about it a lot. He mentioned it recently in one of his videos, success bias, and how people who have made it are just like, oh, you just got to put yourself up by your bootstraps. And this ugly-ass dude who met, I guess, multiple chicks on the internet. Now, I don't know what the quality and caliber of these chicks are, but, and now he's like, see, I did it. And, and Mr. Gorilla is pointing out the obvious statement, it's like, you are a fluke. You didn't do shit. No, you really didn't. It worked out that way for you, I mean, there is some things he can do. He can work on his personality and, intelligence or whatever. He had stated that, he's on disability and this, that, and the other. So really, he's not a good choice for, a mate. But, and it's, of course, some foreign broad, and it's just that, what the fuck, man, wake up. And she's pregnant, and it's probably with some other dude, and she probably figures, well, he's on disability, he's set for life, she comes from, I don't know the story, but she's thinking this guy's going to carry her through, at least until she finds better, and this dumb shit. Now he's going to work out, it'll be all right for him because he's already stuck at the bottom anyway, because I guess he's like terminally ill. Terminally? Well, that means he's going to die. Chronically ill, something like that. He's never had a job. He lives minimally, whatever the disability check he gets every month. That's just his life. So he's going to be brokenhearted, but he's not going to be devastated. He's not going to lose, half his money, half his property, cars, the house, because you just lose the house. It's not, they're not going to split it in half and, haul one half off and then build a wall. You lose it. But so I guess that's that. But why did I mention that? I mean, you do have, the ability to better yourself, this, that, and the other, but only to a certain degree. But anyway, I guess he goofed. He had said, never get up, and he meant to say never give up, but whatever. And I think they might be divorced. It just goes to show you that people are weird. You know what I mean? You think these two people would make it work? She was a white chick, I think. Hell, I don't know. Jeremy Meeks is a light-skinned brother. You can't use the word brother. Yes, I can. Alone, and I mean, I would never. You know what I mean? I just, there's. But when I, just, talking shit like a coward on my iPhone, sure, I'll use the word brother. But no, I would never. Unless it was, he was my friend or whatever. Yeah, brother. You know what I mean? Anyway. Like this guy was talking to me the other day. He came up and gave me some useless information. I'm not going to mention it because it's to save time. But he drove for a different company and he was like, hey, man. And at the end, I'm all, okay, thanks, dude. Thanks for wasting my fucking time. But instead of saying brother. But I did say dude. Remember, like I said in that other. Did I say dude? Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. No, I said man. Thanks, man. Instead of thanks, brother. Because he would have took that as, So, you know how that covert shit be? So. Anyway, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't say dude. Because sometimes I say dude if I'm talking like now by myself. But I don't say, when I'm talking to another human being, I don't use the words dude, bro. I think I did in that case. I said, thanks, man. When I guess in hindsight I should have said, yeah, I appreciate it. I'll be sure and pass that along, which I'm not. I don't give a shit. It's totally useless information. So, anyway, and this is why I don't speak. This is why I don't try and make arguments, I'm out, I'm not interested. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever the, like I said, Mr. Longhead, you playing to win or playing not to lose. Don't give a fuck one way or the other. I do what I have to do. If that means playing, then I'll play. If it means not playing, then I won't play. If it means winning, then I'll win if I need to. If it means losing, okay. In the eyes of who? Did I just lose something? Ah, boo. Guess I'll just continue on being a loser here. So, Alpha Sigma Chicken Commander Salamander shit, right? Right. I think we can all agree on that. If it's one thing I am, it's an Alpha Chicken Sigma Salamander Commander Sigma Turkey. Because I don't give no fucks about bitches or anything. I have fucking creds. I'm as real as it gets. Now, I say that humbly and jokingly because that's the only way I can say it and have people take me seriously. But I know it. You know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. I am top tier, bro. But anyway, So I'm going through the mail, and I get this thing for like a loan, for like business loans. Okay, I don't own a business. And it said said something like, due to we do business with high income earners, and your credit score, your outstanding credit score, you qualify to do business with us. Okay, I'll buy that because they do want to get their money back with interest. But it said, and it came in kind of a fancy package, where you like open it at the top and it's like black, shiny, and shit. And it said, since 2001, we've been servicing accomplished pilots such as yourself. I'm not a pilot. Now, I'm assuming that wasn't typed up personally just for me, right? Because number one, I'm not a pilot. So I'm assuming it must mean like pilot, like innovators, like pilot program, pilot car, lead the way or whatever, which is probably where the term originally came from. All right, we're going to start flying vehicles in the air. Where are we going to get to drive these things? Well, you don't drive them, you fly them. We don't want to call them flyers, we'll call them pilots, because they're innovators, bravely taking the next step in technology and transportation. So that's where that came from, pilot. Cockpit, where do you think that came from? Because cocks don't fly. The birds, male chickens. So that might be some sort of like slang term, cockpit. Because he used to sit down, when they were, bi-wing inline, you were sitting in a little cutout in the fuselage. So, and the name stuck. But, and then, of course, pilot, co-pilot, that got fancied up. It's now captain and first officer. Whenever they decided to implement that wordage. But anyway, so I thought that was kind of interesting, It's just an advertisement, but it got me thinking. And which, by the way, you want to do your research. I already have a financial establishment that I work with, which is why they contacted me in the first place. Obviously, heavy hitters such as you, with a credit score in the 800s. Come on over here to our side, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, sir. I don't think so, sir. I'll stick with these people who I've dealt with since I was 18 years old. I'm just a number. I'm not a heavy hitter. But, they do their thing. But it reminded me of an insurance, the homeowners thing. Again, solicitation, wanting me to switch. And I didn't like the way that they advertised. I didn't like the way that they did business, or tried to advertise. They'd send you, a bunch of stuff, and they finally stopped. I don't know if it was they needed some shit, within a window or whatever, because, generally junk mail doesn't stop. And a lot of it is decent. Like I got a $5 off for a haircut, next month, because I get my hair cut once a month. I just get it cut now, so I keep it longer, Like I said, I don't have greasy hair, but it kind of fluffs up and stays that way, and I just prefer that. I don't wear a hat anymore. I'm going to wear a beanie hat if it's cold, but I don't wear like a baseball cap. So, and I probably look like shit, but God damn it, I don't care. Nobody's pulled me aside yet and said, hey, look, tuck your shirt in, it's company policy, and what's up with your hair? Comb that. You know, because it does kind of, that's the look that it is. It's kind of like fucked up and just kind of puffed up. That's my look, you know. But I don't think they'll say anything because we live in modern times and I work for a fairly decent company. So unless I, you know, smell like BO, you know, or I have a mustard stain on my shirt, which has happened. In fact, I think a lot of my shirts, they're just permanently stained now. I mean, what I need to do is spray it with the shout or whatever and let it soak. I mean, I have that with the stuff and whatnot, but sometimes I get lazy with the stuff and the other stuff, and it just kind of does what it does. And I don't do what the stuff was meant to be done like for, so I just throw it in there. So it comes out clean and through the dryer, and it's like, yeah, there's still a stain here. But that's not my property. That's, you know, that's a uniform. So I need to represent that. You know what I mean? I don't, you know what I mean? I mean, it's policy. They're loose about it. And there's other drivers that don't tuck their shirts in, and I'm one of them. But it's just more comfortable. It looks better, again, because, you know, I'm built like a roly-poly right now. You know, I've still got the gut. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. I don't care. Fucking what the hell. Like I said, I'm not this grotesque, hideous dude, but yeah, not exactly Greek god yet, but we will be. For all the reasons that I've stated before. The looks, how I look, is last on the list. It's on the list, but it's last. The main reason I'm doing it is for other reasons. Not just getting shape. I don't want the swimmer's body. I want the beefcake body. Don't want the bodybuilder's body. I want the in between the swimmer and the bodybuilder. Okay? Like maybe you could accuse me of being an amateur bodybuilder. You know? But I don't want the definition and the veins and all that shit. I just want to be a chunk of fucking meat. Goals. But like I said, I'm not planning on getting stranded in the wilderness, you know, and being the first one to die because my body needs more fuel than is readily available. So, and water and all that shit. In that case, you would want to be the swimmer's body, dude. You know, but so they send these letters and they say shit like, you know, please open immediately and second notice, and you can see in the little window in the envelope that it's pink, you know, or yellow, so it's like, ooh, this must be important. And it says, please respond within 15 days of receiving this letter. So I'm assuming how that works is it gets postmarked when it gets like I mean, how would you know? Maybe they do, but and they use words like, you know, you could be denied, you know, service, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And they're trying to make it sound like it's something important so that you read it. Now, to me, you've just lost any and all possibility of me even considering you because you're talking like a fucking scumbag. Just be honest. This is what we offer. If you're interested, we'd love to have you as a customer. You serve us, we serve you. But no, you act now or you could be denied critical, you know what I mean? They make it sound like, what did I do wrong? You know, what government agency is after me? Fuck you. You goddamn under 30 piece of shit fucking, you know, advertising department. Fucking computer people, tech people. Oh, I know. We'll make it sound like it's really important. We'll scare them. And then in the meantime, they'll be like, oh, they'll read it and they'll be like, oh, I'm not in trouble. These guys want to help me. Ring, ring, sign me up. I'd love to get on your program. Yeah. Fucking pieces of shit. There's a lot of scum in this world. I mean, if you're a bottom feeder, you know, and you have no choice, you know, like, hey, I'll buy those debts from you at 20% interest. You interested? No. But I don't have a choice. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, predatory, you know, saviors. I'll help you out of that jam. but you work for me now. So, anyway, you don't owe them anymore. You owe me. So, and you couldn't pay them off, so you were going to lose your car, house, whatever, and file for bankruptcy, and, that might ruin your shit. But now, you are indebted to me for the rest of your life. And who knows, I might decide to be an asshole too and just pull up all, rugs and, fuck all you motherfuckers and do what I need to do because something bigger and better has came along. I've earned up enough money to, get my foot in this next thing or whatever, blah, blah, blibbity, blabby, blue. So 20 minutes in. Oh, and I got an email. It's my dad's name twice. It says forward. Sent this from my iPhone. I'm not going to say what it is, but I didn't click on it. Because like I've said before, a lot of times, these people, these scammers aren't Russian hackers. Russian hackers will hack your shit, but they're not interested in you. You're dealing with scumbags, who, in their defense, a lot of times they come from shithole, third world countries, in India or Africa. They have to feed their, 7 to 12 kids, What is there to do? Well, there's this gentleman here who runs this operation, where we scam people out of their money, and he takes a cut of all of ours. I ain't got no money. I got to feed my 7 to 12 kids, so I'll fuck people out of theirs, And a lot of times they have all the information, like that video in the Amen Drop the Mic folder where the guy was like, but they had the information. It would seem so legit, but they still need you to open the door. They can't really do anything with that information. So they can put up a good front. But, so I'm going to ask my dad today, I deleted it, and then I deleted it out of the trash too. I don't even want it on my phone, because it's magic error. But know what you don't know, and I don't know a lot. So just be weary of shit like that. Texts, all the shit, the text, I've mentioned that before. Just something's up. They need you to, open it. And they might send you a link. They might need you to make a call and keep you on the phone for a certain amount of time while they make that connection. It could be something as, as simple as just, bloop, you read it, just read what's available because it's there and then delete it, So if it's this long-winded thing, but like I said, some of them were fucking hilarious, Hey, what's up? You going golfing today? Blah, blah, blah. Long time no see. That's I've gotten one that like 3 times. Long time no see. Oh, who is this? One of them just said hi. The best one I ever got was the ambulance one I get like every 7 to 10 days on my other phone. Your bill was missing. But the best one I ever got was something that was like, I'm taking a stroll through where our friendship was witnessed and this, that, and the other. And it's like, give me a fucking break. And you could tell they were foreign because they were using their words wrong, It's like if your accent's different or you use the wrong words. Like I said, you might speak of the English or the language, but you're, saying shit wrong. And that's like how that worked. So that could be AI, I guess, too. But anyway, and, hey, Joe, this is Bo, and hey, Lexi, this is Rexy, and just, okay, all right, you stupid. Good luck with your life and your 7 to 15 kids, shit happens, What are you going to do? You ejaculated in your wife, she got pregnant, it's not your fault, What are you going to do? Not make sweet love to your wife? They're not birth control in them countries. Well, you could time it. But, yeah, anyway. Have a good day!